Hello friends, welcome to CSS tutorial. In this sub-series, we are going to see how to perform text font formatting using the CSS styles. So in this very first video, we will learn about the CSS property font family, and using that we will change the font of the HTML text. So the style rule here is font family, used to specify the font of your choice. So using the font family property, we can specify what font to use. This rule contains typeface names separated by comma. So that's nothing but the font name, and you can separate the name by comma. So this means here you will specify multiple font name, and the browser will read it from left to right, and in the comma separated list, if first font is available, it will be applied, and if it is not available, then it will go to the next entry in the list. And if the second font is available, then it will apply the second font. And if none of the font is available, then default font will be applied on the text. So the rendering browser will pick the first font in the list. If it is not there in the target PC, wherever the HTML page is rendering, then the browser moves to the next font and tries to apply it. So the list will be visited, say for example F1. So this is how we will specify the font family: F1, F2, F3. So the browser will first visit font 1. If it is not available, then it will move to F2, and if it is not available, it will go to F3, and if none of the font F1, F2, F3 is available, then default font will be applied. So here is the example, and if you see, the selector what we are giving is tag is P, right? That contains a tag called CUI, right? And here you can see this is first font. So Consolas is the first font in the list. The next one is Tahoma. Third one is Geneva, Verdana, and Sans Serif. So the browser will visit from left to right and tries to apply the font. So if font name contains space, it can be included within a single quote. But here in our example, all 5 fonts doesn't contain any space. Suppose for example, if a font name is like this, then we have to specify that within a single quote, right? Because it contains space in between. So this is one blank space, and here one blank space. So we have to specify the font name within a single quote. So yeah, here is the example for that. Times New Roman, serif, times, all those stuff we specified as it is, but for Times New Roman we specified the single quote, and the style name here is font family. Using that we can specify the font name. Now let's go to the demo. So here in the browser we installed an extension called Auto Refresh Plus, and we specified the time interval as 2, and by default it will be in stop state. You can click start. So you can search for the extension using the Google Chrome extension, and you can install it. The extension name is Auto Refresh Plus, right? So this will help in modifying the content and seeing the effect here on the fly. Alright, now let's create a new file here. Font family.html. We will copy this here. So by default, it is not showing anything because we haven't yet created any content here. So for the demo to work, here we are creating a HTML content, and the HTML contains a style tag. Previously we used a separate file for CSS style, right? Now we are keeping the style inside the same HTML document itself. So we can keep our style inside this. And for now, if you see class equal to siege, or we can use it as apply font, and we will add that style here inside. But for now, if you see, once I save the content, it get displayed here in the right side browser window. This is a simple paragraph. So here we will start our CSS style, apply font. So that's the style here we are specifying, right? Class name equal to apply font, and P is the tag name dot apply font. That means a paragraph that contains class apply font. For that, Control C. For that, we are defining the style here. All right. So font hyphen family. So here, if you see, it specifies multiple font family. We will pick this one, semicolon. And if you see, it will search for Siege UI font first. And if it is not available, it will go to Tahoma. Then it will go to Geneva, Verdana, Sans Serif. Right. So since Siege UI is available here, it will be applied. So I haven't yet saved the content. Once I save the content, the white dot here that will goes off. So now I'm hitting Control S, and here it is under the refresh rate of 2. Let me save it, and you can see. So the font got changed here. So it applied Siege UI font. Now, if I delete this Siege UI, the very first font here is Tahoma that will be applied. So modified this and hitting the Control S. And if you see, now it applied the Tahoma font here based on this style. So the style here is apply font that is applied to this paragraph, and we already defined that. So apply this style to any paragraph that contains the class apply font. P dot apply font means paragraph containing the class apply font. So we already covered CSS selector, watch our first subseries, so you will know the basics of CSS class selectors. So now let us change the font style with some font that is unavailable. Here if you see, we have the first font called tomato chutney, second one is Verdana. So this font is not available, and once I hit save button here, you can see Verdana font will be applied to this paragraph. So the browser here, it is a Chrome browser, right? Chrome browser will check for the specific font here, and since this font is not available in the system, it will move to the next one. So the next one here is Verdana, and it will apply the Verdana font. So now let me save the content. Control S, and you can see Verdana font is applied. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.